New research today has shown that when consumers see a low-fat or a low-sugar label on a product, they expect a reduction in calories. However, it's not always that simple. With products that contain a high level of fat, you typically will get a reduction in calories because fat contains 9 calories per gram compared to carbohydrates at 4 calories per gram. However, if you look at the same products with sugar, that becomes a bit more of a challenge. A good example would be a shortbread biscuit where you have a mixture of butter, flour and sugar, and if you reduce the sugar, your fat becomes a higher percentage and you get more calories per 100 grams. The most important thing for consumers to think about is the total calories in products and the total calories in their diet. They have to balance up the calories in versus calories out rather than focusing on a single ingredient. Sugars are not hidden. If you look on the label, it will say carbohydrates of which sugars. These sugars include all of the sugars in the ingredients, whether they're added by the manufacturer, by the cook, by the consumer. They are all there on the label, both in the ingredient declaration and in the nutritional declaration.
Calories are a source of energy and they are present in all food and drinks that we consume. And this is very important that we keep an eye on the overall calorie intake that we do every day. Focusing on one ingredient can be misleading. What is very important is to look at the overall dietary intake and looking at the amount of calories that we consume every day. It's singling out one single ingredient as a cause of the weight gaining can be not only too simplistic but also misleading for consumers. Low and light product can be a great choice for reducing calorie intake. However, as they can be perceived as a healthier option, we have to be careful that we don't overconsume the product. This is known as a halo effect, where as a product is perceived as healthier, we can overconsume it.
People are confused, and we have launched a website, makingsenseofsugar.com, which is trying to explain what sugar does in products, some of the things about diet, and try and dispel some of the myths about sugar.